Welcome, beautiful one, to day 13 of our 34-day adventures with the angels. The number 13 is nothing to be scared of. In fact, it's actually the number of the Archeia of the divine feminine angels. And today we're going to be connecting with Archeia Victory, the divine feminine twin of Archangel Raziel, together the angel of magic, wisdom, and ascension. Let's take a moment to consciously invite in Archeia Victory. If you want to close your eyes, and if you've been connecting with other angels, just asking them now to step out of your energy field as we welcome in Archeia Victory and her diamond ray. The ray, the source ray and fire that helps us to remember who and what we are, aids us in our own personal ascension. Saying yes to co-creating and partnering with Victory over the next 24 hours, staying curious to the magic that will unfold. Opening your eyes, friends. I just want to say, before we dive into Victory's qualities and teachings, just a big thanks again to everybody who takes the time to share your experiences of this journey so far. I was really moved to tears reading some of your messages. It's just incredible. I can't wait to see where your particular experience and journey will unfold over the next 34 days. And if you're watching this on real time, then today is something that many of the astrologers they're really excited about, and it's a date that's been there's a lot of information on social media about it. If you're watching this in real time, it is the 20th of April 2024, and it's a day when we have this conjunction, this alignment of two big planets, Uranus and Jupiter, and these planets only come together every 14 years. And right before this transmission, I was hosting a women's retreat, and we were guided to focus on what has happened in the last 14 years. When these planets were last aligned back in 2011, if you think about that for a moment, was there a big shift for you that happened in 2011? Maybe an opening of a new relationship, a closure of a significant relationship? Did something big happen in your life? An end of a way of being? A start of a new way of being? For me and a lot of the women who were part of the retreat today, 2011 was big. And actually, it was when the Archeia, the divine feminine angels, began to really focus their light into Mother Earth, on and around Mother Earth, to support collective ascension, the planet's ascension, and also humanity's ascension. And that's when they really stepped into the angel healing system in a big way. And now these planets are aligning again, and it's sparking such great change, like a new version of you, a new version of the collective consciousness. So the astrologers say is really birthing today. So maybe think about what you want to create over the next 14 years. What is the new version of you that you are ready to birth? Through an angelic perspective, it really is more of the embodiment and the expression of the divine feminine. And we can take that from the collective and make that personal by saying it's an invitation for us to really tap into our own personal power, to really feel ourselves, not just know our power, know our potential, but really actualize it, make it happen. And there is no better angel to partner with to really make this a reality than Archeia Victory. Her name comes from the Latin vincere, which means to overcome. She's all about triumph. She's all about raising and expanding your vibration to the vibration and the frequency of Source, all that is, God, Goddess, so that you're constantly living in alignment with your divinity in a way where your humanity, you're honoring your humanity just as much as your divinity. And often on our spiritual path, we can be too focused on meeting this angel, this group consciousness, learning light language, studying sacred geometry, going off and looking at different star seed origins and nations, and just a way out here, forgetting and bypassing the magic in this earthly plane. There is so much magic. And Archeia victory helps us to see this, helps us to not see the physical plane as just mundane, but actually helps us to bring our divinity into this space so that there can be magic all the time, so that miracles can be our everyday experience, really grounding our spirituality. I think this is why I love working with her so much. She is an incredible angel. She reminds us that when we start to say yes to raising our vibration, the doorway to our consciousness opens. And as that door opens, two pathways are created. The first is a pathway that moves us forward, on our earthly life, or more human life, to show us our karma, the lessons, our areas of refinement that our soul and our spirit chose before this incarnation. And the second pathway is one that spirals upwards, that really defines our upward progression on our spiritual path. And the means to really embody both and give love to both pathways, our earthly purpose and our ascension spiritual purpose, because both are the same, both are of equal value, is meditation. And often Archeia victory will guide us, will nudge us to take time out to meditate. And meditation, just before this transmission, I was leading an in-person women's retreat called Evolve, something that the angels helped to create, this unique blend of angelic breathwork, dance, movement, journaling, cacao. It's just such an incredible blend of modalities. And we were talking about how meditation, how living in the moment doesn't have to be stoic and still, like focusing on our breath. It can be movement, it can be shaking our body. And we were dancing our hearts out, friends. We were just so in the moment. And that was a meditation in and of itself. And so when you invite Archeia victory into your life, and over the next 24 hours, just be aware of the many ways that she's nudging you, the ways that speak to you, that speak to your heart and soul, of raising your vibration. It might be dance, it might be movement, it might be yoga, it might be nature, cacao, crafting. For me, it was driving home after that retreat. I sang my heart out to an album that I loved when I was, I don't know, 17, 18, called Word Gets Around by Stereophonics. I was just singing that. Oh, my heart was open. I was totally, totally in alignment. And it just felt so, so wonderful. So be inspired as you're connecting with Archeia Victory. And the more that you raise your vibration and your frequency, know that you're really doing that for the many. You're doing that for the many, those that you share your home with, your community, your friends and family, your home. In the new book, The Female Archangels, together with Archeia Victory, we share a really in-depth chapter all about a modality that we created together called angelic feng shui, something that I've been helping clients with for the best part of 15 years. And I share the temple steps, the 5 temple steps to make your home sacred, because Archeia Victory reminds us often in classical feng shui, we could say that the environment affects us, that the environment is a product of us. But really, everything in our reality is responding to us. So we could have the most immaculate home. It could be everything is placed well. We have beautiful adornments. It looks on the surface really, really good. But if we're not feeling great, No amount of classical feng shui and crystals and flowers is going to help. So how can we make our home a reflection of our divinity? It starts within. It starts within. So angelic feng shui is all about, first of all, personal preparation. And then from the inside out, we create this beautiful temple space. So if that resonates for you, friends, do check out her chapter. She also shares receiving your diamond heart, raising your vibration in different ways. Let's also look at her crystal allies. Now, the main crystal that resonates with Archeia Victory, I don't have. If anybody wants to send me it, I welcome that. I welcome that abundance, and it is diamond. That is probably the best crystal for connecting to Archeia Victory. I probably have the second best thing, and it's called a dream sphere. It's actually made out of resin. It's more a piece of art than a crystal, but I absolutely love it, and it sits on my altar just to be that reflection of the diamond ray. And back in 2012, Archeia Victory shared this message with the students and the practitioners of angel healing to place on their altar or their vision board or somewhere in their home a picture of a diamond, or paint a picture of a diamond, or if you, even better, if you have a diamond, to anchor in the ray, to anchor in the diamond ray, because this ray, this very real consciousness, helps us to awaken to our own divine blueprint, why we're here, what our earthly purpose is, what are the karmic lessons that we're here to give love to and resolve. How can we spiral upwards on that pathway of ascension? So you might want to do that. You might want to bring in a picture of a diamond, create a picture of a diamond and have it in your space, or get yourself a dream sphere like this. So you're constantly, your environment is mirroring that beautiful high vibrational light. The second crystal would be angel aura. Angel aura, and also silver quartz is another crystal that resonates with victory. Her plant associations are star tulips, or magnolia, or larch. And let's share, to close, her affirmation from the Female Archangels. And there's loads more about her as well in the book. So with hands on your heart, let's say aloud 3 times with conviction. I delight in knowing that my invincibility, like the quality of my vibrational state, is within my control. I delight in knowing that my invincibility, like the quality of my vibrational state, is within my control. I delight in knowing that my invincibility, like the quality of my vibrational state, is within my control. And it really is, friends, it is within your control. Some journal prompts that you might want to just bring into your practice when you work with victory is writing down the many ways that raise and expand your frequency and vibration. And is there scope to bring these into your everyday experience? What do you feel is getting in the way of you raising and expanding your frequency? Can you start to resolve them? Can you give them over to Archeia Victory? And just let her be your guide, credible angel to work with. And if you want to know more about angelic feng shui, do get a copy of the book. And the next book that I'm writing is the book called Angelic Feng Shui, and it's much more in depth how we can make our home a temple space, as well as our environment, the land, how we can work with the land elementals and the nature spirits. I can't wait for that one. Let me know if you're excited about that in the comments, and I'll share details of when it comes forward. But for now, I wish you an amazing day with Archeia Victory, and we'll see you in the next video. So much love.